Hello there, it's me, earthmanbrick, and we're back with more Blokees, or Blokees. I prefer Blokees. Because, yeah, they're all little blokes, except from the vehicles. So, yeah, this is an entire box. I'm not going to open the entire bloody thing, no. I'm going to open it periodically over time, so every other sort of video or so, I'll pop it open, and if I ever get a duplication or something, or one I've already had before, then I'll switch it out for a different one. Because, yeah, like, I won't know going in what one's going to be in the box, but I'll put it on the front of the video and things and just kind of give an overview. So, if I zoom in here, let me play around with the zoom. There we go. Focus, I should say. So there we go. We've got all the transformers here, and underneath is these numbers. And now those ratio numbers, that's the probability of you getting that particular one. Now this is a box of 12. Nice holographic foil there. Very cool. And yeah, so 1 in 12, these are the most common ones. And then you've got 1 in 24, so Grimlock's a fair bit rarer. And there's actually 3 different variants of Grimlock you've got here. So you've got Special Galaxy type, which is a 5 in 144 chance. 1 in 144 chance of getting either the Special Armor type Grimlock or Soundwave. So those are extremely rare. I would be incredibly surprised if I got either of those. But to be honest, all these other ones are pretty bloody cool. I mean, who the hell doesn't want Jazz? Jazz is awesome. Hot Rod, I mean, he was a bit of a whiny mess in the cartoon, like in the show. In the movie, he's pretty cool. Even though he does get Optimus Prime killed, which, I don't know, I always thought that was a bit of a bad thing. I thought, is he really a Decepticon? But, like, you keep watching and you find out that he's not. But oh, spoilers. But anyway, enough about the movie. So yeah, you got Skywarp, which is, it'll just be a remold of Starscream. Possibly with a different expression. I don't know. You've got a few vehicles. So we've got this Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, and that's like the Mirror World dimension. So it's a slight recolor. And the windows are smashed in. I don't know. It was apparently something they started one BotCon and they introduced the whole thing, and the fans ate it up. They loved it because it was a great way of getting recolors, but with a bit more personality. So, like the heroic Autobots became the evil Autobots, and the Decepticons became heroic instead of evil. It was a nice little juxtapose, pretty cool. So we've got 3 more vehicles here. We've got Scrapper, Mixmaster, and Longhaul, which are 3 vehicles for Devastator. Now, you can buy the extra parts for these. If you manage to get all the vehicles, you can buy the extra parts so you can actually make it into Devastator. It's not the cheapest thing in the world, not very practical to be honest, but it's an option, it's there. I see a lot of channels and stuff and people have gone out of their way to do it, so yeah, fully for them. So Soundwave and Grimlock seem to be the more rarer ones in this set. All the other guys are pretty common, so yeah, a golden Megatron is apparently the most common as well. Next to Shockwave, who's always cool. But yeah, Soundwave 1 in 24. The one Soundwave, I think like the main difference between these two is that you get 1 cassette animal, and then this one you've got 2. But anyway, without much further ado, let's open it up. Let's have a look around the rest of the box. So you get some nice box art here. Yep, very nice. The sides, not a whole lot going on there. Top, that's where you've got a nice bit of glitz and glam. The back, yep, pretty boring. The bottom, even more so. But we do have the sealed stickers here, and that's an official Blokees sticker. field, but not for long. Let's crack this nut open. There we go. You can see that there. That's the sign it's been opened. Now, let's see how we actually open this thing. Because I imagine this is like the one that you would have for retail. And I can see this being pretty popular. It's a lot better than stickers or Pokemon cards. I mean, with Pokemon cards you can play a game, but with these, I don't know. You've got that whole posability factor, and I suppose it is a collectible as well. Yep. Ridiculously long tongue thing there, because I'm meant to be able to flip this open and cut along the perforated line, turn it into a display box. I'm not going to flap around with that. So we've actually got a little pamphlet thing here. What is this? Ooh, that's fancy. So it's a nice big holographic foil. It's really cool. So you got your Soundwave and Grimlock there. Mix of the different ones. Very nice. Yeah, that is proper awesome. I'll just keep that in there. And let's crack one open at random. So I'll pop this away so we've got a bit more room. Let's have a little gander. So I'll just use the scissors to crack this nut up. Actually, I'm just going to rip it. And I'm going to make sure not to look at the instructions or token, because that'll tell us what it is. Okay. Feels like there's a lot of parts in here, so I think it's definitely a figure. Ooh, what is it? Ooh, it's Skywarp. Very cool. Oh yes. Let's see if he does have a different facial expression as opposed to Starscream. Nope, exact same head. Literally the exact same. And yep, he's got red eyes as well. Oh, pop that the wrong way around. There are instructions for these guys, but I've already made Starscream, so it'll be the exact same. So it'll just pop in the back there, pop in the head on the top ball joint. And yeah, the body's slightly different, I think. No, it's more or less the same. Need to find his, there we go. That's his cockpit in his chest. Very cool. And yeah, I really do like the quality of these. I think I put that the right way around, yep. There's the feet. I don't think it matters which way you get those round. Just get the legs first. Nope, that's not a leg. But yeah, I do enjoy these little guys. I think they're going to be able to make a lot of fun little displays and stuff with them. Very good for that kind of purpose. Now, I think that these tiny little bits are for the legs. Yep. Put in the lower leg. Yeah, it's already looking fantastic. What a great little toy. Now, I think this is shaped slightly differently so that you can get these cannons in there. That's for his fist. That's his fist there. Make sure I put him the right one. So that's one arm. Yeah, I think these are... I'm really glad I got Skywarp. In fact, one of my viewers is a big fan of Skywarp. It's his absolute favourite. That is Lawrence at Dirty Basement Terrain. I help him out by doing up his thumbnails for his videos. I will teach him how to fully do it at some point, but right now I think he's working on a bit of a potato PC, but look at that. Oh, he's just majestic, isn't he? Absolute quality. Yeah, these little guys retail for about £3. Absolute bargain. Love it. And yeah, tamper graph details on the wings there as well. Let me just get the focus to go right in. Nope. There we go. So yeah, you can see how wonderfully detailed those logos are, especially in terms of size and scale. Wonderful stuff. And you've even got a little peg there if you had something else you wanted to stick in these back. You can't really take out these cannons though, otherwise you're left with a big nub there. Let me just turn the autofocus back on. That should hopefully be a bit better. Yeah, if I pop that back on. Yeah, he's got little slots in his arms, and fists rather, so he can hold something else potentially. But yeah, he's just so full of character. I love the chibi style. Very cool. So he's got the waist rotation, ball joints everywhere, absolutely everywhere. There isn't a bit that doesn't have a ball joint, I don't think. And yeah, absolute stinger. So let's see what else we got in the box. So, oh, we didn't actually have instructions. That's a bit of an oversight. Just as well as a piece of piss to put together. Yeah, look at that. That's it. Oh, the instructions are on the back here. I spoke too soon. But yeah, I love it how it's all there. Full instructions. Very easy to read. No language variations like over explaining the bloody thing. And yep, and that's a link to the Facebook group, I believe. That seems to be their favorite link. Yeah, and this is a silica gel pack. This is we'll be able to use this for when we scratch build and make up this stuff here, not cat hair, this sponge block. So I've got old foam mattresses and things, and old foam from like chairs and things, you know, the padded foam. You can shred that up just using what I tend to do is I tend to fill up my blender with green paint, whatever color paint you're going for. If you're going for like smoky clouds and things, you could use just grey. But yeah, you would just fill it up with paint, PVA, and throw in the chopped up sponge. You just chop it up into cubes or whatever, and blend it for about 30 seconds. Take it out, and then you would take a sieve and then take off all the excess paint and stuff, and then leave it on a sheet of cardboard. And then what I tend to do is put it in the oven for just to dry it out on a very low setting, and then package it into plastic tubs. And these silica gel packs are good at absorbing a lot of the moisture. It's a desiccant. I've heard that rice works well for that type of thing as well, but I've never tried it. I've got plenty of these packs, so I just tend to use a lot of those. But yeah, that's our Skywarp there. Very cool. Let's see how he looks against a kind of foresty background. Very nice. So you just be chilling out, enjoying the fine weather and all the natural resources that we have on our beautiful planet Earth. Yeah. I've been reading the comics as well, the Skybound ones. They're really good. That's Robert Kirkman's company. The guy who wrote Walking Dead, Outcast, and a number of other comics. I think he's famous for doing the Marvel Zombies as well. Really good stuff. And yeah, his team are now doing the Transformers official comics, which is, and they are really good. Highly recommend. But yeah, that's Skywarp. Now, what do I know about Skywarp? He's in the show, he had the ability to teleport, which was almost overkill. I think, like, originally, because it was the Transformers were an amalgamation of all these different toy companies, they got Marvel writers to come up with the stats and personalities and whatnot for, you know, to make up the actual characters for all these Transformers transforming toys. And so in the show, and I believe in the comics as well, they more or less kind of gave them all unique superpowers, much like, because most of Marvel, even back then, was all superheroes, so they were used to kind of all having unique abilities and powers. And so his was the ability to teleport, which no doubt used a lot of energon to do, but yeah, very cool. And personality-wise, he was, well, I don't know. It's, I don't think there were too many episodes about individual characters, but yeah, very cool Transformer, very cool Blokees. I'm absolutely on a winner there, and very happy that I got this guy. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and bye.